And now I'm definitely free. And I'm like, where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? This is it. It's the end of my life as I know it. What up, world? It's your boy, the one, the only, the Blue Chew Crew, the king. It's the Honey Hancock. There's no other words to call me. I'm just that guy, that dude, that man's. And I know y'all probably been wondering, where the hell you been at, honey? It's been like half a fucking year now. We ain't seen your face at all. You got a little bit of Blue Chew fame and forgot about us. And that's not the case. Your boy just been dealing with the hurdles of life, the ups and downs, trying to stay busy, trying to stay productive, trying to just make a dollar, trying to get a little further in life. And because of that, I've been lacking the focus to give y'all the content that I want to give you, and I'm here to apologize for that. So today I have another story time for you. It's been a while since I put one out, but I got another story from my youth to tell you about. Now, if this is a sensitive subject, some of y'all might want to step away. But I mean, I'm pretty much known for talking about Blue Chew, which makes your dick hard. So I mean, it's not like it's something you wouldn't expect from me. It's a story about jerking off. Okay, when you're a kid, that's something you do a lot of the time. When you're a young man growing up, you get thoughts, things happen, your body's changing, and you gotta rub one out sometimes. And when I was a kid, my family didn't have a whole lot of money. Like we didn't have a computer with internet connection. I couldn't look up the pornos, like I had to use nothing but imagination. I had to close my eyes and think real hard about a scene in a movie I saw where some titties popped out. And half the time when I was a kid, that was a horror movie, so that's a weird mixed genre there, boobies and gore. But I try to focus on the titties mainly. And it would get me through. I'd go find a nice tree to stand behind and hide away from the world and God and everyone else and just, get her done. But I had a real problem with that when I was a kid. I tried to do it anytime I could. I mean, every time the house was empty, every time I had an improper thought. So, obviously, I started, middle school, I started hanging out with friends, going to friends' houses. And one thing I liked about going to friends' houses was a lot of them had more money than my family, so they had computers and they had internet. So oftentimes I would just befriend people so I could go to their house, wait till they went to bed, sneak into their computer room and, just rub one out. And I was a little kid, man, so I don't even know if anything was happening. I was probably just, doing it to do it. I mean, you ain't doing nothing like that when you were a little kid. You got that puppy water still. But I mean, it still feel really good. But anyway, I had this one friend, I'm not gonna say his name, and we would hang out all the time. I mean, 4 or 5 times a week, 6 days, maybe every day that week we would hang out. And I would often stay at his house, and he just lived with his grandma. He didn't really have a mom and dad in the picture. It was just his grandmother. So I mean, you got this kid and this old lady. So anyway, I would go over there, use his computer room all the time, have fun. Well, one day, it was after school, I decided to go to his house and say, what's up? And this is before smartphones and all that shit. You didn't call your boy and say, hey, I'm coming over. You just rolled up on him. He was excited to see you. It was like, hey, man, I'm here. So I walk over there. I go to knock on the door. The main door's open, but the screen door's shut, so I can see the fucking house. I can see the living room, all that shit. I'm knocking. Don't nobody come to the door. So I'm like, damn, But I figured my buddy, he was kind of a metalhead. So I figured maybe he was in his room just listening to fucking some heavy metal headbanging, doing all that shit. Maybe unclothed, maybe clothed. I didn't know his life like that. But I knocked and knocked, nobody said nothing. So I just opened the screen door and I kind of yelled inside. I said, hey, insert name here, because I don't want to say his name and him know about this. But I said, hey, are you home? And he didn't say nothing. Nothing at all, is silent. So I just walked up in there. I was like, fuck it, he's probably in his room. I'm gonna go knock on the door. So I walk in there, go to knock on the door. Ain't nobody home. And all of a sudden I realized, oh my God, I'm fucking breaking the law right now. I'm breaking and entering. I better get the fuck out of here. So, anybody in their right mind would have just walked the fuck out and left. But, I was a kid, a horny little kid, and I wasn't in my right mind. So my first thought process was, oh, I'm in here. I might as well just go to the computer room and crank one out before I leave, if I'm already in here this far, I might as well do it. So I wander in there to the computer room, which was right at the front of the house, so you could see out the window and see everything. So I'm sitting down in the computer chair, I'm pulling up the porno site, loosening my damn pants, getting ready to do the damn thing. And I'm probably about a minute and a half in, ain't even started the video yet. This is before free porno, so I'm watching the 30-second free trial where you just see a compilation of ass cheek slapping for like 30 seconds. Very intense stuff. And you only got a couple of those, so you had to have that quick draw. You had to have that quickest hand in the West. So I'm sitting there. I notice out of the corner of my eye, my peripheral, some movement. I look out the window, and my buddy and his grandma are pulling into the fucking driveway. So now I'm in the fucking house. No matter what I'm doing, I should not be here. So my little heart's racing. I'm like, I'm going to prison, even though I'm only, 13 years old. I'm going away. They're gonna lock my ass up. They're gonna throw away the key. I'm gonna get tried as an adult and shit. So I'm freaking out. I jump up. I didn't even close the damn porno out. I was so scared. I started looking for an exit. So I'm like, oh, well, my buddy's room on the other side of the house. I can run in his room, open up the window, hop out of it like fucking James Bond, like some Splinter Cell shit, and I can lurk around the house and escape. So that's what I go to do. I run to the room, open the door, and you wouldn't believe what I saw. I was so hyped up and so horny at the time that I forgot his uncle was staying at his house for the week. His uncle was using his room, I guess, and he was dead asleep in the bed, just laying there like this, like a damn, like Dracula. And so I fucking back out slowly. Somehow, by the grace of God, he didn't wake up when he heard the door open, so he didn't catch me. And now I'm definitely freaked. I'm like, where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? This is it. It's the end of my life as I know it. So I just look like a damn rat trying to find an escape, like I'm about to chew through the walls. And I was like thinking, this place has to have a fucking back door. And so I go to the laundry room, and voila, the back door is right there. So I go out the back door, and this had to have been like half a second before they entered the house, because I could hear them come in as I left. And I crept around the corner. I walked out to the little road there and started walking like I was coming from the other direction. All of a sudden, my buddy poked his head out of his bedroom window, and he goes, "Yo, Eddie, what are you doing?" And I thought I had been caught. I thought it was over. And I was like, nothing, man, just walking home. I just came from down the road. And he was like, oh, hell yeah, you want to hang out? And so now I got to hang out with the dude just to not seem guilty. And so I said, fuck it, we going to hang out. So I go in the house, and as I'm walking through the house, I peer into the computer room, and I realize that I did not close the porno out. It's just still sitting right there on the screen. And so I just pray and nobody sees it. But of course, his grandma, she got like check her email, whatever. She got to go on there and check her prescriptions. She goes on there, she sees the porno, starts yelling. She's like, oh, this is bullshit. Why is this on my computer? And she knew it wasn't, her damn grandson, because he was with her. They was gone. I'm like, fuck, they gonna catch me now. Instead, she freaks out on the uncle. She thinks it was him that did it. So she goes in the room, wakes his ass up, starts screaming at him, this is disgusting. You would leave this on the screen for me to see, for your grandson to see, for Eddie to see. This is bullshit. If you're gonna stay here, you're gonna have some respect for my house. And he looked like he didn't know what the fuck. He just woke up. He might have been drunk when he went to bed, because he seemed disoriented. And I just hung out and I had a good day. I let his uncle take the fall for that, even though he swore up and down it wasn't him. And life goes on. But your boy basically broke an inner ring to jerk off. And I don't know if y'all got a story similar to that. It's kind of, not very mature, but let me know your craziest jerking off story. When you were a kid, I know shit was different. Some of y'all are probably even older than me, so your story's probably even crazier. Let me know the craziest story you have, or you had to, get away, or you had to rub one out. Or even if you want to tell me some kind of crazy sexual encounter, but I'm more interested in the first option. I want to hear y'all's crazy beating off stories. But yeah, that's your boy. That's a story time. There's more to come. Stay blessed. Don't be stressed. Subscribe and like if you want to. You don't gotta. I'm not fucking peer pressuring you. But it would help me out. It grows the channel. We got close to 500 subscribers now. Maybe we'll hit that 1,000 mark. Maybe YouTube will start paying your boy. Give me a little bit of cheddar. But y'all have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. We back, baby.